Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. The family and I did drive 12 hours south down to Arkansas. We are in Hot Springs, Arkansas to do the Hot Springs Off-Road Park. While here at Hot Springs, we do plan on knocking out the 3 Jeep Badge of Honor trails, that being Snake, Fun Run, and Rubicon Ridge. I'm told Fun Run used to be the hardest of the 3 trails, but just talking to the people in the office here, they say Rubicon Ridge has gotten quite a bit harder, so they believe that's the hardest of the 3. Yep. Alright, so when you first drop in, you're going to take Trail 2 to Trail, you're going to turn left on F2 and there'll be a sign that says Pond. We're going to be on this for a little bit before we hit Snake. Alright, this is the official start of Snake. slider, not the body. So I think that was the end of Snake. We scraped something right at the very end. I'm gonna go take a look and see what that was. Snake was actually a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. With the JK, it probably would have been a lot easier just because it's a much shorter wheelbase. But with the Gladiator, it's definitely more challenging. You got to pick your lines just right, and there's definitely a couple off-camber situations that you definitely got to stop and take your time with.
Okay, because these are mine. I can break.
Sarah found where that last scrape was. It's on the rock slider where it needs to be. I'd rather have it there than up here. Alright, we officially made it to Fun Run G3. This is a short little jaunt, one of the Jeep Badge of Honor trails. This is the part in a lot of videos that people say if you go left, there's 3-foot boulders that you can climb up. Like I said, if we were in the JK, then maybe I would think about it, but not in the Gladiator. And that's a wrap on Fun Run. It was a shorter trail than Snake. It was more entertaining than Snake. It had a couple areas that it had like 3-foot boulders. Obviously, we were not going to put the Gladiator through that. If I had the JKU, I probably would have tried it. And if Corey was here, obviously, he would have tried it too. He'll be here next week, so you can watch his video. Anyway, we're going to take a short break here, and then we're going to head on to Rubicon Ridge, and then that's basically knocking out our last Jeep Badge of Honor. Oh, and I do apologize, my phone is kind of on the fritz. I did miss a couple of the climbs in Fun Run because my phone got too hot and it shut off on me. So we'll try to figure that out. Alright, so we officially made it to Rubicon Ridge. This is the third and final Jeep Badge of Honor trail here that we need to knock out. So on the Badge of Honor app, this is the mediocre trail. I think it's rated like a 3 to a 6. With the Fun Run was actually rated a little bit higher. However, the lady at the desk said over the last year or so, this one has become more difficult than Fun Run, and it is longer too. So that's why we saved it for last. So yeah, here we go. Sit on over there, so I'm assuming we go left. going down that first descent at Rubicon Ridge, and it's at an 18, 19, 20 degree pitch. There's a big step drop off right here, 21 degrees. Four low, first gear. Got the foot on the brake. Everything in the back seat's falling forward. We're through the hardest part. Also, having that front trail cam is really nice on a trail like this. It's a pretty gnarly drop in there, that's for sure. But they say that this is the hardest part of the trail. I mean, there's going to be some technical spots probably similar to it, but I think if you can handle that, you can probably handle the rest of it. This is what's nice about having the Rubicon 4-to-1 transfer case. We're heading down this trail, Rubicon Ridge. We're at a 20 degree pitch right now. My foot's off the gas, my foot's off the brake. I just have it in 4 low, first gear, and we're just crawling down it, no issues.
Dad's gonna get his badge.
Yes, Dad's gonna get his badge. Doing that one. A Rubicon Ridge seems to be a lot tighter of a trail than the other two we were on.
Yeah, it sure is, Dad.
Yeah, we've come really close a couple times with smacking our hardtop on a couple trees. Luckily, knock on wood, we haven't, but we've come really close.
Look at that big lump in that tree.
So, we're not stuck, but I kind of want to pull cable at the spot that I'm at. I'll show you guys here. So, it's a really tight turn through here, which it's really off camber here, so when you get up here, it's going to kick the vehicle this way, and I'm afraid it's going to put me right into that tree. So what I was thinking is either pull cable, you know, maybe not that tree, but maybe even this tree here, just so it keeps me along this line and away from that tree. I think that's what I'm going to do. Seemed to work as well as I guess it could have. Cut up on the rear rim or wheel just a little bit, so there's some rock rash on there, but I'm less concerned about the wheel. I'm more concerned with the top or the side panels of the Jeep, so I'd say it's a win. So I'm not sure how much of this is coming through in video, but Rubicon Ridge has a lot of really tight tree areas. Oh, that one just died. Definitely not for the faint of heart. We came extremely close multiple times to kissing the top of the Jeep on some trees. So I don't think we've touched anything. We scraped up the fenders really good, the tires and wheels really good. Had to use the winch at one point to navigate around a tree. But yeah, if these longer wheelbase Gladiators, I mean, they can keep up with the rest of them, but man, you just got to really take your time and watch your lines. Tell me about it. Alright, we're on Rubicon Ridge at the very end trying to climb out of it, and we are caught up on that. So I've tried it a couple times, the locker's on. I just keep getting caught up on my belly pan, so we're just gonna have to winch over it. That's how it's done. Now we just gotta climb out the rest of this. So we're getting to the very tail end of Rubicon Ridge here. We just made the ascent up the very last large hill. There's a couple smaller ones, it looks like, here before we actually get back out to the main road. Of the three, I think Rubicon Ridge was honestly the toughest, just for the simple fact it's probably the longest. It had a lot of off-camber situations. The biggest thing that gives you that pucker factor is the fact that you come so close to so many trees, scraping the top of your Jeep. I mean, I guess if you have a soft top, probably not a big deal. I mean, if you got a trail beater, probably not a big deal. But if you got a new Gladiator with a hard top and you're trying not to scratch up too much, it is very nerve-wracking. My favorite trail of this entire park, Fun Run, for sure. Fun Run was definitely the shortest of the three. However, just the fun factor of it was just that. It was a lot of fun.
I love Fun Run too.
Yep, Quinn loves it too. And Fun Run was great because it had rock climbs and boulder climbs, but it didn't have the super off-camber stuff. And I didn't feel like there's too many places that, you know, the top of your Jeep was gonna kiss something. So yeah, that was probably my favorite out here. And then followed by this one, and then probably Snake last. Anyway, if you haven't been out to...
I actually like the Snake first.
You like the Snake one the most? If you haven't been out to the Hot Springs Off-Road Park, I highly would recommend it. And don't shy away from it, even if you have a longer wheelbase vehicle like a Gladiator. You just got to take your time with it. I mean, for the most part in this trail, I've been in 4-low first gear, and we're going like 1 to 2 miles an hour. We're just crawling through stuff. So anyway, I hope you guys like this video, and oh, it's actually a little rough trying to get out here. If you did find this video enjoyable, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and stay tuned for our next adventure.
Bye-bye.